And we are live. Okay. So, where we left off, well, you guys were doing something. I know Adrian was in the slums area of the Shadow Wall dealing with some kids, and he left it on a satisfying note for himself. I know that Nail and Godric were still in the square area to do some religious servicing. Am I correct, Nail?
I mean, we were going to go and check out to see if this building was actually a warehouse.
Right. You were doing that. You were doing that to see if you could find that out. Um, I do believe you went there. You got some information on that, and you decided to go back to the square, back to the. I'm thinking I said the Peacock Inn, and was going to wait until Adrian gets back to the Peacock Inn so you could divulge what you found out, basically. Am I correct?
I mean, no, we were going to go to the mayor's house or wherever they have the civil service. We were just on our way back.
You mean back to that temple?
We must,
Oh, you were going here.
yeah. Sounds like the important building. What looks like the important building.
Yeah, it's basically where the military and probably where some of the leaders are. Like, there's a section where the leaders can meet up and discuss important things while being protected by, guards and everything.
We're basically looking for a town planner.
Yeah, something like that. So, yeah, I'll let you guys, will play this. Godric is following you, Nail. He is following you. And, Nail, since you are in close contact with Godric for, I would say, a good amount of time, and I would also say Adrian, can I ask you guys to make 2 Constitution saving throws? And when I say 2, I mean, like, I want you both to individual make 1 Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
No. Nail. 1. 1 for you.
Oh.
Okay,
Well,
and then...
2.
Yeah, and then Adrian... Okay, so, Adrian, you succeeded. Nail, you begin to, cough, and you feel a bit itchy on your arm. And, that's it.
Okay.
And I do believe that it was getting close to the afternoon. You guys were doing this stuff in the morning, and you guys in the afternoon, I believe. And you guys are believing on the certain day, maybe the 5th, maybe the 6th day. Like, basically you have like a couple of more days until the Duchess comes to Ayton Port, basically.
Yep.
Okay. So I will roleplay with Adrian while you and Godric make your way to the Citadel over here. So Adrian, you leave. Are you leaving the slums, or are you going to help out as much as you can before nightfall?
He caused a bit of a ruckus chasing that kid.
Yeah.
So he'll leave the slums for now and maybe explore the market, see if anybody needs any help over there.
You're going to explore the Upper District area?
Like the market.
You want to go to the Trade District then?
Yeah, the trade district, yeah.
Which is this?
Yeah.
Okay, so I would say...
Basically close to our inn.
Yeah, okay, so you go over there while Godric and Nail kind of like go down a different path so your paths don't cross. So yeah. I am gonna take out my Dungeon Master Manual because it has the charts for urban encounters. So just let me find it. Okay, random encounters for the sea. That is not what I want. Nope. That's not what I want. Here we go. I would like for you... Why not? Okay. I want you to roll a 1d20 for me. Adrian?
Okay.
Yeah, just a 1d20.
9.
Okay, 9. Okay, and I want you to make a 1d12 plus a 1d8 roll.
1d12 and a 1d8?
Yep.
Alright, just 1 second. 10 and a 3.
So 13. Okay, okay. So while you are going down this trade district, you hear a kind of commotion that is coming like a few blocks away from your direction. What are you gonna do?
You go check it out.
Okay, you round a corner and you see about 3, maybe 4 guards, and you see them harassing 2 women. And they're near a weapons and armor shop.
Okay, like how are they how are they harassing them? Like
Make a perception check. If you want to find out exactly what's happening. All you know is you could get the feeling that they're harassing them, but you need more information on that. So please make a perception check if you want to find out. 14.
14.
Okay. With your perception check of sight and hearing, you get more information. You notice that these guards, they have a different symbol than some of the other guards. They are wearing the same type of armor. It's just each armor is different for each district. So, like, you have like the dark district that had like a bit more of a beige and brown color set, while the upper district had like a bit more of blue and silver. The trade district has a bit more of a gray along with a light red, and you see that the women appear to be elves, and they appear to be high elves. More importantly, sun elves by your perception. You also notice the sign for the weapons and armor, which is called Suncrest Armaments. I will put that in the game chat. So trade district, Sun. Can't spell. Suncrest Armaments. Suncrest Armaments. There you go. And I will also put in the game chat the let me get to this for a moment. I do believe I had pictures for these characters. I know I had them. I just need to find them. I have so much stuff. Okay, there we go. Okay, that. So that's 1. Next one is this one. So you see these two women being harassed by the guards, and they are just by your perception check. You also hear the women saying, "Can you just please leave us alone? We are just passing by. We were just making a purchase." And the guard is saying, "Oh, well, what were you purchasing? A little weapon for yourself, huh? Come on, show us what you got." And you see the woman in the white cloth clothing with the reddish hair say, "Just back off. We're just passing through. You wouldn't want to bother us. We're just here, just doing some shopping. We heard some new shipments came in, and we just wanted to see what they have." And like, "Oh, well, why don't I show you what we have?" And you see one of the guards like grab the arm and basically kind of like push the woman up against the wall.
There's
Yeah,
two guards.
like 3 to 4 guards, and like you see one of the guards that are holding that woman in the red hair pull out a little dagger and is basically kind of like tracing it along her body and like carrying going to her belt, saying that it's holding the cloth together. And this is actually they are now taking them to an alley right now. They are now moving the two women to an alley.
Okay, I'll follow. Once they reach the alley,
Yeah, they're
once
right.
reach-
They're right now out of your sight. They're going down the alleyway, so you're gonna
Okay,
follow them. Okay.
Yeah.
Are you just gonna like straight up follow them, or are you gonna stealth your way and follow them?
Adrian, no, he'll just run over, and as he's running over, he'll cast suggestion on the guy that's dragging, the one that had the dagger.
Okay.
Uh,
Okay. So it's
he'll subtly cast it on him. And
Okay.
He'll just make a.
Okay, let me just pull up the stats for the guard. Need to find this guy. Here we go. So it's a will save? Wisdom
I'm
save.
trying to.
Yeah, it's a wisdom save.
Wisdom save.
Okay, so this guy has a wisdom as his saving throw, so I will make that. So GM roll 1d20 plus the save. Okay, let me see. Okay. To the specs may be worded in such a manner as to make sure asking. Okay.
And
Okay. Hang
cast a
on.
spell.
Hang on. I'm reading what the spell says, because on a failed save, it pursues the course of action you described to the best of its ability. Okay, it says nothing if they succeed, so I guess they know that you tried to charm them, I guess, if they succeeded.
The creature can't be charmed. I think if it doesn't specify, then and they succeed, they don't know what happens. I'm pretty sure, because like the charm spell.
Yeah.
It specifies.
Okay. Well,
if
well,
it works.
how? Okay, so what do you say for your suggestion?
I say, no. These women are just trying to go along their way. Leave them be. I'm sure they'll cause no harm.
And you're saying that as you're like behind them, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. So you do that, like the god kind of like shakes his head and like he looks at you. Oh, so you want to play, huh? And like the guy shoves the woman to another guard, and the guard holds the woman, and like the guard comes in close to you, and he says, "So you fancy yourself what? A knight in shining armor, huh?" He kind of like takes his dagger. What armor are you wearing?
Breastplate.
Okay, like he puts his dagger on your breastplate and he kind of like slashes at it, and it makes a slight slash mark on it. What you gonna do, tough guy? Come on, I dare ya.
Well, you're messing with a very important knight in shining armor, actually, and if this gets out of what's been happening, he may be jailed, and he shows the letter of recommendation of the noble from Haven's Cove.
He looks at him like, ha ha, you mean that piece of shit? His word has nothing over here. He kind of like takes it and like kind of like throws it to the ground. You're in our territory now, piece of crap. Come on, show me what you got. And don't even try. We'll kill you before you even try outing us. And you see another guard kind of like come up to the side of the guy, kind of like crunches his fists as like the women kind of like watch as you do this, and they just look at each other and just panic a bit. And like the guard that's right next to this first guard says, "Yeah, come on, elf. You want to save your little elf friends? Your little whores? Is that it? Show us what you got."
As they're talking, he'll suddenly use an action to use his Rod of the Pact Keeper to regain his spell slot.
Okay.
And
Yeah, as before you do anything, you just hear the voice in your head say, "These are literally the most ironic cases of tough guys I've met a lot during my lifetime, but these guys, ugh, no class, no difference or like nuance to it. Just don't kill them. But I don't know. We can't kill them. It will cause more trouble. Best case is basically try to get the women away from them and run away. But
Adrian
it is your
nods in his
call.
head.
Yeah.
Or says yes in his head. I know.
Well, I'm ready if you are. As the voice kind of like fades away, as you like just feel like ready for action.
He will pull his flaming sword out of the pocket dimension. Are you sure you want to do this? He says. I'll be forced to defend myself, and he'll try to intimidate them with his flaming sword.
So you actually activate your flaming sword.
Yes.
Okay. Roll an intimidation check. Okay.
Do I have advantage since I have a flaming sword, or what? Or
actually, I do believe I gave you inspiration last session.
yes, you did.
So you want to use the inspiration on this situation?
I want to ask though if I do gain advantage with the flaming sword.
Well, it depended how you use, like how you voice your intimidation and what you use to use the intimidation. So, I would say, like it depends on how like well voiced your intimidation is. Like if you say like, if you don't back off, I will regret have to use violence, and I'd rather not use violence. I will end you. Something like that. Basically, yeah. Like if you want to truly intimidate someone, you have to like truly intimidate them. But
yeah.
I would say
what I said was. Go ahead.
No. Say what you said.
But what I said was, yeah. I don't want to be forced to defend myself. This sword can be quite deadly. He says, with the flame tongue.
Okay, and the flame tongue is lit, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. then I would say how you use and how you choose to intimidate, I would say you might have advantage. So yeah, a 23. So now
Okay.
I am rolling to see if they are able to make the whole insight check. Okay.
And if they try to attack, I'll hold a hypnotic pattern. I'll hold an action to cast hypnotic pattern if they attack.
Okay. So the guards kind of like look at you as you kind of like engulf the blade in flames, and like they like. "Ugh." He kind of says, "Fuck you," he says, and like kind of like pushes past you, kind of like nudging his like arm against your arm and says, "Let them go. But if we catch you lot here in the trade district again, we'll make sure you don't screw with us." And the guards that held the women kind of like let go and followed their leader, and leave the alleyway. And the woman, the blonde-haired elf, kind of like it's kind of like leaning against the wall, kind of like breathing heavily, like she's like panicking, like having a panic attack, while the red-haired elf is kind of like consoling her and everything.
Yes. Are you harmed?
Are you harmed? Is that what you said?
Yeah, to
Okay,
them. Yeah.
like I heard armed, so
No, are any of you harmed?
yes. Okay, now I heard. So the red-haired woman said, "No, no, we're fine. Thank you."
Stay safe out there then. Maybe best to wear a cloak. A cloak over your head. Elves are not treated. Elves are not thought of lightly here. Like, or not treated well here, unfortunately.
The red hairs say, "Yeah, we kind of noticed, but we wanted to get some stuff for our shop back in Kiron." And you see the woman, the blonde-haired woman, kind of like slowly breathes, and then she looks at you and she says, "Thank you, kind sir."
Does Adrian have any extra cloaks? Doesn't look like it. Okay.
No. But this is the trade district. You could see if there's a clothing store nearby.
Okay. I'll get you to some cloaks. Just, less inconspicuous. Or yeah. What's inconspicuous mean again?
Basically not drawing attention to themselves.
Yeah.
Inconspicuous.
Be more inconspicuous. Agent says, and then he'll start walking off to find some cloaks.
You kind of like hear the woman say, the blonde-haired woman say, like, "Please," and she kind of like stutters and kind of like rubs her hands shyly, and the red-haired woman says, "I think we would rather be in your company than left alone. We think it would be better that way. And I do know of a clothing store nearby."
Okay. I'll follow you then.
And they start.
And he puts his flame tongue back into its pocket dimension.
Okay. Wait. Puck. Still lit, or do you deactivate
Yeah,
it?
it's still lit.
Okay. 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 Fine.
Yeah, because the only way to deactivate it is either sheath it or
Use the command word.
use the command word. So if it's put in this pocket dimension, it stays lit in the pocket dimension, and next time when I pull it out, it's still lit.
Okay, that's interesting. Thank you for that. And they will start leading you to that direction.
Yes.
Switching gears now, Nail. You make your way through the districts, and you find your way at the front gates of the citadel, and you see some guards. These guards are different. They're wearing gold plate armor, and they have blue and white cloths and capes and everything. And they have very like they have towering tower shields, you know, like the big ass shields that are basically the size of like a human. And you see them with iron spears, and as you approach, they kind of like use the spears to block entry, kind of like making like an X, and they kind of like look at you. So what do you do, Nail?
Are they going to say anything?
Nope, they just like block your entrance.
Can I get through?
One of them says, "Do you have an appointment or a seal of approval to grant you entry to the citadel?"
No, but I'm trying to look for a city planner.
They say, "Oh, well, sadly, this is more of a logistics and government building. If you are looking for a city map planner and everything, I would suggest the library. It is located right here, in that direction."
Why would the city planners be with the logistics division? Ah, never mind. Because you said the library is just south of here?
Yes, but remember, so like there was the maps of the city and everything, but there's a library where that is, but like the city planner and everything. So basically, the how this port town came to be was more of like people coming together and like military personnel. So this is more of like a military slash trade port. It's a bit more strict, while Haven's Cove was a bit more relaxed in that situation.
Yes, Havens Cove grew naturally as just a community, while this has been planned out more meticulously like a
Yes.
military base.
Yes,
So you'd
but
expect a military planner to be the one actually directing the growth and not just place a building wherever.
yeah, but he is currently occupied in this building, but the library would have the information you want about the town and everything, and construction plans as well in the library
let's
over here.
Head to the library.
Okay, so Godric follows you. So yeah, whose mic is that? Whose mic
Not mine.
is making that sing?
Is that better, or is it?
Give me a second.
Hang on.
I don't.
Not Adrian's. It's the new guy.
Hold on 1 second, because I have this thing where I press the button
guy.
on my mic.
Okay, hang on. Let me rejoin.
If new guy's volume, it disappears.
Hello? Okay, there's no static. Okay, good. And I did forget to put the music on.
Also, there's like a little button on my mic, so or that allows me to mute.
Yeah. Okay.
So I wasn't sure if that was happening from it.
You
Can you
make your
guys
way...
hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. No worries. You make your way
Okay.
to the library. You enter, and the library is very large for the building of its size. You see clerks, librarians, and everything. You see rows and rows of shelves and books. You see what appears to be people in uniforms, not like plate mail, but like basic military uniforms. You could tell that these people might be cadets in the military of this port, and you see
Yes.
a halfling man with a quite meticulous beard with 2 or 3 knots, braided together, and he is kind of like with spectacles, like very large spectacles, and a uniform, and he is basically going through a kind of like a ledger of sorts of the books and everything.
Okay, we'll walk up to the man and get his attention by clearing my throat.
Okay. The man looks up, and he kind of looks at you and, yes, how can I help you, sir?
Yes. We were wondering, do you know anything about the buildings in the Seven Heaths district along the coast?
Ah. Sadly, if you're asking for information on the building plans for that, no. Sadly, it was kind of like more shabbily built. We were making the Shadow Wall, basically one of the new districts. We are kind of building that, and we're gonna plan on making the walls, but projects kind of like got derailed when we had basically crooks and everything and thieves coming amok, so we had to tighten up security. May I ask why you are asking about this district and the buildings? May I ask why?
Well, me and my friend were simply having a discussion about why a food warehouse would be located outside the city walls. I say it's not a very smart idea to put it there. If the city's gonna get raided, that would be the place they'd go for supplies to help sustain a siege.
Are you lying to this guy, or are you being truthful?
Half and half. I mean, me and Godric were having a discussion about the fact that it's weird that there's a warehouse outside the city wall. That would be the reason why it's weird.
You could either make a persuasion or a deception check in how you want to play this, and I would roll an insight check to see if this guy would believe you, basically, or is fooled by you. Okay, 16. So
17.
Okay. The halfling looks at you, kind of like adjusts his spectacles, and, well, that's not the only food storage warehouse. That one is mostly built for the Seven Heats district. We have a very large food storage area that's located near the Lodge district and the Dock district as well. Not to mention one in the Trade district, so we have food storages for the inner walls. The outside walls, that's entirely up to how the slums handle it.
So you're telling me that is an actual food warehouse?
I don't know. Frankly, they could do whatever they want with their shabby built houses, but yeah, I could probably see if there are records. They would probably need to make a official
Permit?
permit. Thank you. Yes, make a permit, an official permit request to use that building as a storage house or any other housing or service. So yes, I will have my assistant help you through the city records. And he kind of like claps his hands, and you see a human man who's kind of like with some unshaved scruff and kind of like ratty hair, and he also has spectacles, and his robes are nicely clean and tailored. And it says, yes, head librarian. Would you mind escorting these people to the records section? They want to inquire about certain things. But do make sure that they only get what they are looking for, and make sure they don't snoop around. And says, sure, I will take them to the records. What records do they want? They want some records about the Seven Heats district, about a food storage warehouse. Just escort them there, help them find what they're looking for. I'm way too busy cataloging all of the books that were rented and returned. And I also need to be here if there's any trouble among the visitors. And he kind of like looks to a group of cadets as they are kind of like very, very afraid as the halfling kind of like stares at them. They kind of like nose in the books, kind of like afraid, not wanting to make eye contact with this person. And he says to his assistant, well, on your way. Yes, sir. Please, follow me. And he is taking you to basically the back section of the library as you kind of like go up a spiral staircase to a row in the back left, and you see a table, and you see like a good amount of shelves of scrolls and such. He kind of like goes up a ladder looking for the districts by name. He finds what he's looking for. He pulls out a few scroll tubes and comes back down off his ladder, places them at the table, and you see there are chairs, and he kind of says, please, look through what you need to look through. I will be right outside of the shelves section of the section. And walks away, leaving you and Godric at the table with the scroll tubes.
Okay. I'm gonna start looking through them. Are there any on building permits?
Make a... Would this be an investigation or a history check? Either or.
Neither. An investigation would be if we had to find it ourselves, and a history would be just learning it. We're reading the scrolls.
Right. I mean, there are like it's an entire it's the entire records of the Seven Heats district. So like there are records of many different things of the buildings and everything, and you do see permits, but you have to look through them to find the correct permit. So it would be an investigation to see if you could find the right permit. Did you hear me? Oh, okay. 23, okay. You find it right away. It's at the top of the pile of the scrolls with the permits. You uncork the, 24. You uncork it, you take the scroll out, you look through it, and you see, the records. You see the name of the one who is asking for the permit. You see why they're asking for this permit, and you see what they're using the building for. And you see that the name of the person on the building permit name is Jacques Moning. So Jacques Morning. Or morning. There we go. Jacques Morning. Whatever. And you see, that's his name and everything. Gives you general information of who he is. He is a Yaran national, who moved here, after the war and everything, and, he is basically one of the representatives for the 7 Heat Slum District. And, yeah, if you're looking if there's any information on his, lodging, where he is on his residence, it doesn't say. That's entirely separate. This is
So
more
it
of like,
does.
yeah, this is more about like giving permission of the permit, like the reason why they want this permit and everything with the information. You do know that further reading it, you do know that the building of the storage house is actually a 3-story. Like there's the first main level, and then there's the second level, but you notice that there's a third level, which is basically the basement section. However, it says that they walled off the basement section, and they're using it as a not what is it, a freezer or a icebox or whatever, there's a term, so we'll say it as a freezer or something. The way to keep food from spoiling, something like that. Yeah. So that's what it says. It says of the date, which was basically around the time the slums were being like erected and everything. And you see the stamp of approval by a noble, and well, not a noble, but a noble of the council of the citadel. Is their name is Phoenix Harrison. Is the person who gave approval for this building to be a storage house for food and everything. So yeah, that's what you find among the documents for the permit.
Okay, so well, I mean, I doubt they would have asked for a permit for a mysterious church, so we'll be leaving then.
Okay. So you're gonna leave. So you tell the assistant that you're leaving, that you found what you're looking for, correct?
Yes.
Okay. He puts all of the scrolls away, and he will direct you to go to the to find your way back to the main atrium or lobby.
Actually, while we're leaving, I want to ask the assistant a question.
Okay.
Has he heard of a new religion order popping up in town recently?
Let me do a religion check for him. He ponders, no. No, I have not. What's this religion?
I'm not sure of the name. I just been hearing about this new religion in town. And they're supposed to be operating somewhere in the 8th district, the 7 Heaths.
Huh. So that's why you were looking for the, scrolls. Huh.
Yeah, was one of the reasons. I mean, I still think it's kind of weird to have a food warehouse outside the wall, but I guess all the permits are in order.
Do you want me to bring this attention to the head librarian so he could bring this to the council?
No, I mean, it's not illegal to have a religion. That isn't the standard, is it?
No, everybody is allowed to follow their own gods. It's just there needs to be basically a permit to practice this in Port. They must have.
If the religion is new enough, they might not have enough members to justify a temple or meeting yet.
I see.
I mean, if they just started branching out to this town, they could just be one or two members, not even enough to bother. It's just a rumor I heard when walking around.
I see. Well, I will get back to my work, but I will think on what you said. Thank you, sir.
Yes, have a nice day.
And you leave the library?
Yep.
Okay. Where do you want to go next?
Let's go to the trade district and look for a fancy cake shop.
A cake?
Yes. In a few days, we're going to be entertaining a duchess.
So you're looking for a, hang on.
Pastry shop.
A pastry shop of sorts. Is there actually such a pastry shop in the thing? A baker, probably, is the better term. A baker shop. Yeah.
The bakery.
The bakery. So, yeah, so you're going to the trade district? Okay. As you are walking, there, I would like for you to make a D12 plus a D8 roll for me. Okay, 8, then a 6 would be 14. Okay. You see. Well, actually, yeah. Make a No, wait. What's your passive perception?
9.
9. Okay. Well, I'll make the roll. If this person fails, then hey, they fail. Well, shit. Okay. You notice, a man, that appears to be in a, type of, loose trousers with, slacks and everything. Cotton shirt with a leather vest with a monocle. And he is walking by some people. that are basically looking at the shops in the upper district. In the is it called the in the upper district? And with closer inspection of your passive perception, you notice that he is doing an odd hand gesture, basically. And yeah, you notice that he also takes what appears to be sacks from the people. And some of them are like not noticing, and someone then says, like, my wallet, my coins. And that person starts looking around, and basically the person is just nonchalantly walking away, not being noticed.
Do I want to interfere with the thief or not? I don't know if they're intimidating.
It's up to you.
How far away is he from me?
You're kind of like in the main road, and I would say he's kind of like maybe 60, maybe 70 feet away from you.
And is he walking towards me or away from me?
He's kind of like Mr. Snap 2. Okay, so he's kind of like walking this way. And like he's gonna like make a beeline down over here. Like he's moving that way and gonna make his way into this district section to slip away, basically.
Can I get within 10 feet of him before he slips away?
Possible if you catch him off guard.
Okay, so I'm gonna try to get within 10 feet of him.
Okay. You see him like picking more pockets and everything, so like while he is making his way there, until you reach 10 feet. You're gonna reach 10 feet like in a matter of seconds of him, like in about 5 seconds. What are you gonna do in that split 5 seconds?
I'm gonna cast Prestidigitation on his shirt to do the make a color or small mark or a symbol appear on the object or a surface.
Okay. What are you doing?
The mark of a thief. I'm basically writing thief on his shirt.
Oh! Okay.
And then I'm gonna point and yell and say, pickpocket! That man's taking horses.
Okay. I'm just gonna make a.
Because once the target gets within it,
No,
there's no
I get it.
maximum range for this effect. So
I know.
Has thief on him.
I know. I'm just gonna like, like how you chose to handle this was actually bizarre and out of the question. So I was not even sure how you were gonna handle this, but okay.
I'm letting the guards know that he's a thief.
Okay,
It's not like he can...
there are some guards.
Even if he runs, he has the word thief on his...
Yeah, yeah. So as soon as you say that, everybody turns, looks at the person and the thief and everything, and the guy kind of like looks at you as you point at him, and he's holding like a coin purse, and like the recent person he just pickpocketed, like what? And like kind of like feels around and like, the bastard stole my coin, and like I also lost my coin too. And like you just see a lot of angry civilians and high class people and everything, and the guy, the pickpocket, kind of like, you with his collar, and kind of looks at you and says, "Damn you, you son of a bitch," and starts running off as the guards are giving chase. Well, the guards and the angry civilians that he robbed. So like whooshing on by you, chasing the guy. That's it.
So he's running away.
Yep.
Here, why don't I try to... Does a 15 hit him? Oh, I'm not doing it for the damage. I'm doing it for the 10 feet drag towards me.
No, I'm just laughing of how much you're putting the effort in to catch this slimy thief. Okay.
I'm casting 2 spells.
Yeah. So
That's
let
not all that
me
much effort.
go to the monster manual. Okay. Yeah, a 15 would hit. Yeah.
So he gets dragged 10 feet closer towards me.
Doesn't he have to make a save?
No.
Oh, shit, okay. He kind of like trips and like, "Ah!" and like, the cluster of people kind of like get close to him and like, he nervously laughs as the guards are drastically trying to keep the civilians away from him, but, some
And
of
I'm
them...
going to call out to him and say, I recommend surrendering.
Okay, but as soon as you say that, like, the, group of people, kind of, like, breaks through the guards, and, like, they start beating the crap out of him and taking their money. Kind of like that whole, anime moment of, like, a guy just drastically being ganged up on, and all of that. So, kind of like that. Until, like, he's just laid on the ground, like, and everything, as everybody gets their money back, and the guards stand him up, cuff him, and start dragging him away. And he says, "Damn you!" As he can like
Stop stealing with magic. You make it so people hate all magic users.
It says, "I wasn't even using magic. I was using my skills as a master thief." And like the guard just shut up, and kind of like punches him in the gut, like ugh, and walks off. So yeah, Godric kind of like looks at you and like, "Damn, that was actually pretty good," he says.
I thought I was using Mage Hand. I've heard it can be invisible.
Huh, interesting. Well, anyway, you guys are wanting to make your way through the trade district, right? To look for a baker. There is probably some shops in the upper district, so you never know.
Yeah, I mean, we're basically just going to walk across the main boulevard. If there's going to be any nice shops, they'll be on the main street.
Yeah. So, you want to make a perception check?
Sure. It's
And-
my very terrible perception.
Well, I'll also use Godric's perception as well. To make the roll as well. Okay, he rolled an 11, so like not as good as you, unless you're gonna use guidance on yourself.
A 15.
Okay, a 15 is better. 15 is better. So
shops don't get business if they try to stay hidden.
yeah. So like on the main street, kind of like right near here, as you make your way, you see a bakery, and it says, Madam. Hang on, need to spell this out, Madam. Is that how you spell sweets? Yeah, if it's spelled wrong, then hey, you guys would tell them. It says Madame Jules Wonderful Sweets. Is that how I spelled sweets, or?
Looks right to me.
Okay, because I can't tell. So yeah, that's what the sign on the bakery says. And it looks fancy.
Well, I mean, we're going to be entertaining a duchess. Let's see if they have any thing.
Okay.
Let's go inside.
Okay. So you guys are going inside. And we're going to switch gears to Adrian. So, Adrian, you are walking alongside the two women, and they kind of like take you to that tailor shop, and you see the tailor shop in the trade district, which says
Hello?
yeah, I'm here. I'm just typing in the name of the tailor.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, sorry. If I'm not saying anything, it means I'm busy typing and trying to make it correct.
Okay.
So it says Gill's Tailor and Clothing Store on it.
Okay, I guess I'll enter.
Yeah, the women enter inside. You see basically a clothing and tailor store. So, yeah, you then see a man with a ponytail and a French-looking mustache. It says, welcome, welcome. Ooh, I see you have brought some fancy people with you, monsieur. You have such a great eye for women, I see. And the blonde-haired elf kind of like blushes, turns away as the red-haired woman says like, "Yeah, he sure has tastes." And he kind of and the woman kind of like cocks an eyebrow at you with a smirk.
Adrian says, they're looking for some cloaks, so maybe I'll get a cloak for myself as well.
Aha! You are wishing for some cloaks. Very well, I will show you where they are. But might I also interest you in some fine silk clothing as well? It is half price.
I'll take a look.
Follow me. And like takes you to the back area, and you find basically silk clothing, like I don't know the name of some of the clothes, but it's basically like a shirt, like a silk cotton looking shirt with buttons and everything, and it's comfortable looking. You also see like fancy looking pants, slacks, along with shoes that like have a type of stamp seal of the store on it, kind of like inside the shoe. And
Okay.
he says, "Aha! This collection is one of our summer collection. It is perfect for the night on the town or a night in the ballroom. I recommend this to any person who is trying out some of my masterpieces. Would you like to try one on, sir?"
Sure. Just don't know where I'll put my armor though.
Ah, please put it in the changing room. It would be perfectly fine.
Okay, I guess you'll change it.
Okay. You want
change.
okay. And like as you're changing, he gonna says, "Ah, ladies. You are looking for cloaks, but do you also want to look for at our clothing as well?" And the redhead says, "No, a cloak would be fine." And she kind of like pauses, "But I think my sister might like one." And the blonde woman say, like, "What? No, I and the man kind of like drags the blonde-haired woman, as you could hear, to a section and says, "I recommend this." And like, "What? But this is true." And like um gets puts the woman in the changing room, as you could hear, and like, "Do I have to, sis? Ah, come on, you were complaining that you wanted to look fancy, so just look fancy and beautiful." And like, "Fine." And that is when you come out, and you are wearing a velvet silk green shirt with a beige black slack pants and black shoes, and you have the cloak, which is basically goes with this outfit, and says, "Aha! You look such like a prince, monsieur. You look perfect. Tell me, how does it feel on your skin? I must know. I have never tailored for an elf before. I must know."
Feels comfortable. I'm an adventurer, so I don't know how it will hold while I'm out adventuring. But how much for this set?
"Ah, that sets. Let me see. Since this is high quality silk that we acquired from the Firom Kingdom, I must say maybe 50, 45 gold would be sufficient enough."
Hmm. What's the cloak like?
The cloak. Right, I forgot to mention the cloak. I feel silly. The cloak is a purple violet, like a dark purple violet, and it has kind of like special writing, or like something on the back, like as it would have, and like, "Oh, if you wish to customize your cloak, sir, I do not mind tailoring it to your specific design. If you wish a name or a symbol on it, I will be happy to tailor it for you."
Hmm. Adrian will pat his pockets and realize that he gave his gold, well, the gold that he had on him to the orphans, and he says, "Oh, I apologize. I realize I have no gold on me at the moment. I gave it to some troubled orphans while an earlier today."
"Oh, I see. That is disappointing. And the redhead speaks up. I don't mind paying for him. Oh, is that so? Very well. I will come back with any of the adjustments. And the guy leaves, and the redhead puts a hand up, like, don't even say anything. You saved our lives. It's the least we could do.
Okay, I appreciate it.
And as that happens, the blonde-haired elf woman comes out, and she is wearing a silk night dress, like not like the
Yeah, I know what you're saying. Yeah.
it's not like the pajama type thing. It's more of like an evening dress. She's wearing heels and everything. It is a black dress with a red sash with heels, and she kind of like she is very uncomfortable and says, "Sis, I really don't look good in this." And the woman kind of like pauses as she looks at you and kind of like, I look stupid in it, don't I?
You look fine, he says. Adrian will say.
Yeah.
Just 1 second. I need to do something quick.
Okay.
Okay, I'm back. Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, that's all he says.
Yeah. The woman kind of like, her face blushes red and kind of like runs back into the changing room, and you just see the redhead kind of like smile and smirk and like giggle like. I'll also take the dress as well for my sister, sir, and says, aha, very well. I will get you adjustments ready. And comes back in with basically measuring tapes and everything, and begins to measure your size to properly tailor the clothes to you. Do you want anything on the cloak that you have to like a symbol or like a pendant to, like the type of thing that hooks the cloak together? Is there anything special you want with it?
He'll probably want like hold on. I just want to check something with Adrian's character sheet. He'll have no, I think it'll just be fine. Black, like maybe like navy blue.
Ah, so you want a navy blue colored cloak? Okay.
Yeah.
What about the color for the shirt and the slacks?
I guess black, like something like his character image, like Adrian's character image.
Let me pull up his.
If you go to bio info for Adrian's character sheet, you'll see.
Okay, sure. So the man comes in with your fully tailored wardrobe, and so you see the cloak, and the cloak is navy blue black, like you asked, and he puts a little fashionless design on it with some synthetic kind of like feather fur on it. Not too much, but like a light prefab on it to like make it stand out just a bit. And as for the shirt, it is a velvet silk shirt with gold lines on it. Can't remember.
Accents.
Yeah, accents of something. Like a little style along the collar and on the cuffs as well, something like that. and the slacks are like velvet black. That kind of like matches with your shirt, but is an offset. And as for the shoes, they're kind of like they're the shoes are like perfectly fit to you, but they give you a slight elevation, like a few inches in the height, like not super high. They're not high heels, but basically like a slight elevation to make you like maybe 3, maybe 4 inches taller than your normal height.
Okay. After he's done, he'll put his breastplate back on. I plan to do some more work today, so.
Oh, so you do not wish to damage my wares? Oh, that is fine, monsieur. That is fine.
Yes. And if everything is, thank you for buying this for me. I am actually going to meet with somebody with important status later this week, so this actually comes in handy. Thank you, he says.
To
To
the redhead?
to the elf.
Yeah. She says, please think nothing of it. And if you're ever in Kiron, please do not hesitate to come to our shop. And I will give you the name of the shop. I am not gonna give you too much, but yeah. And she says, my name is Autumn, by the way, and this is my twin sister, June. And, like, June is just, like, still, like, behind the changing room, and just says, she says softly, like, hello, sis, can I now change back? Yeah, I will put, I'll put the names along with a little description of them. So there we go. Sun Elf twins, Autumn with red hair, June with gold hair. And they work in a shop called Den of Desire. Not saying more than that.
Okay, just writing that down.
What?
Where did it say their shop is again?
The Kiron, the capital of the thing. They're kind of like visiting the town for shopping, basically.
Okay, sounds good.
Yep, I will now. Give me a moment. No, that's not what I want. I want to. There we go. Pin that?
While they're busy, while the twins are busy with something, Adrian,
what the hell?
What the hell? Secretly go over to
balls, buckets. Hang on, sorry. Yeah, you were saying.
You can just copy and paste. Go over to the owner of the store or the clerk, whispers to him, "Do you have any magical cloaks?"
You're going to talk to Gil. You're going to talk to Gil, correct?
Yeah, to Gil, yeah.
It says,
Do you perhaps have any magical cloaks?
I do not dabble in that type of wares, but, let me see what my assistant can do. She dabbles in the mystical arts. I will see what I can do, monsieur. And kind of like goes to the back room, and the assistant comes out, and the assistant is a human. of a dark skin tone complexion with amber-looking hair, and she looks at you and says, "You never mentioned the client was an elf, Gil." It says, "Oh, this man is no elf. He is a wonderful man. I must say, he has a great taste in fashion." It says, "Right. So, sir, what type of enchantment do you want this cloak to have?"
Preferably protection.
I see. Is that so? Let me see what I could do. And she kind of like takes the cloak to the back room, and I would say an hour and 30 minutes later, she comes back, and you see the cloak. The only changes to the you said a black navy cloak, correct?
Yeah, navy blue cloak. Yeah.
A dark navy blue cloak. Okay.
Yeah.
On the back of the cloak, you see a little symbol on it. Hang on, let me get my D&D cards here for the cloaks and stuff, because I actually have that stuff. It's just I need to find it. Wrong ones. Is this it? Okay, just so I can know what it looks like, the cloak of protection that you wanted. That is what you were asking for, correct? The cloak of protection?
Yes.
Okay, it's probably in this one? Here we go. Okay. So, on the back of the cloak, you see a golden silk string design, a string design of a shield with a magical symbol on it. You don't know what symbol it is unless you make a Arcana check.
An Arcana check. 13. 7.
Okay. You can't tell, but it seems to be one of the magical symbols for enchantment. That's all you know. Not much on the detail. But you do now have a custom-made Cloak of Protection.
Okay, so yep. Adrian will say, put the upgrade on my tab. I'll come back and pay for this later. Until then,
The woman looks at you and says, "Very well. You owe us this much, and if this would help protect you to help others, so be it." And she also does that as well. So you now would owe her in the sense of gold, so it will be 45 plus the making of the uncommon magic item. It will be 145 gold you would owe her.
okay.
And they leave. So yeah, so they're gonna leave. They're gonna go back to the place where they're gonna be staying, and Autumn basically says to you, like, "Thank you again, sir."
It is my duty to protect. It's my duty to protect those in need. Adrian says.
Yes,
Or
and it has been
it is a soldier's duty.
Oh, a soldier.
Yeah, it is a soldier's duty. Yeah.
It has been quite a while since I seen a firearm soldier. I must say, you look quite rugged. And you kind of like
in many battles.
Yeah.
Adrian says.
Yeah, and you could kind of see June kind of like, "Sis, don't we have to do more shopping?" And like, "Yes, but we have to do more shopping." And like, "Sis, don't we have to do more shopping?" And like, "Sis, don't we have to do more shopping?" And like, "Sis, don't we have to do more shopping?" And like, "Sis, don't we have to do more shopping?" And like, "Sis, don't we have to do more shopping?" And like, "Sis, don't we have to do more shopping?" And like, "Sis, don't we have to do more shopping?" And like, "Sis, don't we have to do more shopping?" And like, "Sis, don't we have to do more shopping?" And like, "Sis, don't we have to do more shopping?" And like, "Sis, don't we have to do more shopping?" And like, "Sis, don't we have to do more shopping?" And like, "Sis, don't we have to do more shopping?" And like, "Sis, don't we have to do more shopping?" And like, "Sis, don't we have to do more shopping?" And like, "Sis, don't we have to do more shopping?" And like, "Sis, don't we have to do more shopping?" And like, "Sis, don't we have to do more shopping?" And like, " and June is pulling Autumn by the arm and like, yes, yes, we will go. And like Autumn kind of like gives you a wink and kind of like walks off with her sister. That's all. That's it.
And after that, he goes. He continues it on in the trade district, searching if there's any trouble or if anybody needs help.
Okay. Switching back to
Sorry, and how much gold was it? 125?
no, 145. 145.
Okay.
145 gold you owe.
Okay.
Now, getting back to Nail and Godric, you guys enter Madame Jules' wonderful sweets. You see that the inside of this bakery shop is made with silk. What is that? What are they called? Not silk, but velvet. Stuff for the windows. I can't remember the name.
Pillows?
No. The things that cover the windows when you pull on them.
Curtains?
Curtains. Thank you. I'm losing the basic words because I have it all out.
I get that
Yeah.
I get that sometimes too.
Yeah, so you see these wonderful, colorful velvet curtains along the windows. You see tables and everything with some patrons, and you see a wood elf, and you see her like behind the counter, kind of like servicing someone, like as they are asking for sweets and everything. And you see like a whole display case of the sweets she sells. And as soon as she is done serving that patron by giving him a type of pastry, the man leaves out the door.
Okay. What does she have for sale that looks like cake?
You know what? Make a perception check to see what she has. Okay. 13. Okay. You see gonna lower the music here. You see many different pastries. You see pies, you see cakes. You see the cakes are kind of like flavored to what you would see as maybe chocolate and vanilla, depending on how they looked. You see them decorated with cherries, strawberries, and all of that. You see what appears to be small little cakes wrapped in a type of cloth wrapper with a little type of cream on it, with a little strawberry or cherry on it.
Okay, I'm gonna ask the lady behind the counter if there are any Yaren sweets.
The woman, the wood elf, kind of like goes up and, well, we do have a lot of assortment of Yaren pastries and sweets. Yes, yes. What exactly do you wish?
I don't know.
Ah, a first timer. Well, and she kind of like takes out a menu and passes it to you, and you see quite well drawn drawings of the pastries that she sells. And you see the sweet section. I have a red dragon pastry cake that is coated in dark chocolate with red fire berries, which give it a little bitter aftertaste with the sweetness. I have the I'm trying to remember the biscuits or something. I'm trying to remember the English term for cookies. Something. I don't know. Yeah, the biscuits or something. So yeah.
Biscuits is the English term for cookies.
Yeah, thank you. It's just like there were other things that like I was getting confused of. Doesn't matter.
Scones?
Yeah, scones. Thank you. Lost the word.
Which aren't cookies, but
I don't know what scones are, but like that's what I was thinking of.
they're a thing you eat with tea.
Ah, right. Got it. Thank you. So she says, I do have the lemon-flavored vanilla scones that go perfectly well with tea. I also have the bitter, sweet flavor of my cookies that are specifically made with the spice from one of the cities of Yaren. Which is Credo. It is from Credo, and it is said to be made from some of the greatest herbs that give forth beauty and deliciousness from Aphrodite's chambers, as I am heard. And finally, I have a little cake, but I don't know how I should call it, but I call it the little sweetener, as I would say. It is baked with chocolate and then covered with different assortments of cream, such as vanilla, chocolate, and even a bit of strawberry cream with cherry.
Okay, well, in a couple of days, I will be entertaining a duchess.
You hear the woman gasp, and she kind of leans in. Do you mean Madam Duchess Alexandria?
Yes.
Come behind this counter. Come.
Okay.
And she kind of like takes you to the back room where she has like a type of refrigeration type crate that she uses magic to cool her pastries to be used later on. Here, I have some of my pastries already made. The best cake and the best scones for her. She desperately likes my cake. Please, take some.
Crumpets.
Well, I mean, won't they not last? I was simply attempting to find a caterer for when she does arrive.
And you ask if I would be honored to do it? Yes, I would be honored, most honored to do it.
Thank you. Yes.
When do you need it prepared?
That's the thing. I'm not exactly sure when she's supposed to get here. Nobody seems to know. She's currently traveling. I just know it's going to be in the next few days.
Ah. Well, so long as it is in the refrigeration crate that I created, it should be perfectly sweet and preserved. It will not spoil. As soon as she does arrive, then you get word, notify me where I should deliver this, and I will make sure it is there on time.
And how much will this now cost me?
Well, seeing that you are serving the Great Duchess, it won't cost a thing. I am most honored to help the Duchess. She is such a kind woman.
Yes, I'm here to present her a gift. before we discuss a most urgent matter, I figured pastries would be something to go lovely with that.
Indeed, you chose wisely, dear sir. I will be prepared and ready for this treat for her. You have my word.
Do you think you could also prepare some refreshments of the beverage variety that would accompany these sweets?
I do know how to make a nice ice-flavored green velvet herb tea that the Duchess supposedly enjoys. That I know for certain.
If you do that as well, we might as well be as hospitable as possible in these troubling times.
Indeed, I hear dangers of thieves, bandits, and monsters coming in from the west.
Yes, and that is most likely why the Duchess's schedule is so aloof to acquire.
I see. I will be sure to have this ready and prepared.
Well, that's all I came for, so I guess we'll head back to the inn.
Yes, would you like a sample of some of my pastries before you go?
No, I trust everything will be satisfactory.
Very well. I will see you soon, sir. May I ask your name so I may put it on the delivery?
Of course, my name is Neil.
Neil. I see. I will have it ready, Sir Neil.
Bid the elf adieu and head out.
Where do you head to?
Peacock Inn.
Okay, so you head to the Peacock Inn. Hang on. I'm back. Sorry, it was doing the whole thing for me, the static thing. I don't know what was going on with it. So you make your way back to the Peacock Inn. Godric says he needs to do something before he has to get back, and he is going to like leave as soon as you get to the Peacock Inn. So he's going to be doing that. So yeah. What are you going to be doing when you get there, Nail, to the Peacock Inn?
Waiting for Adrian to show up.
Okay. Adrian, I am going to allow you to do one more encounter in the trade district before it is going to be nightfall. So it is getting close to nightfall right now in Aiton. So I would ask...
Okay, sounds good.
Yeah, I would ask for you to roll a d12 plus a d8 for me.
9 and 6.
9 and 6, which would mean 15.
Mm-hmm. Didn't I roll 15 last time too, or what? I rolled 13.
Yeah, you did. No, you rolled a 15.
No, last time I rolled a 13.
Yep.
Yeah, last time you
10
rolled
and
a
a 3.
13, so this is a 15.
Yeah.
You see going through the trade district is a little parade of going through a little section of the trade district, and it's mostly dumb parading about I need to find it. Hermes. They are basically doing a whole parade and everything for Hermes and everything, being the messenger of the gods and basically master trader and everything. They're doing that in that little section, and they're having a grand old time. So yeah.
Adrian will keep an eye out for pickpocketers, just like because if there's a crowd.
Yeah. What is Adrian's passive perception?
He's actively looking, so I'd roll for perception, not
Okay. Make a perception roll then.
17.
Okay. Hang on. Roll for me a percentile die. 2 percentile dice, in fact.
35 and 73.
35 and 73. Okay. So, as you were watching, you notice some people are dancing, and you notice that there seems to be a bard who is doing most of the entertainment, and he is basically making more of the music, but you notice that something is off with how he is playing. And you then notice a person in a mask that seems to be representing Hermes' helm across the way, as he is just looking at the bard as the person is moving into the crowd.
He will watch. He'll tail this person.
Okay. You tail this person in the crowd. Everybody is dancing and everything, so I want you to make a dexterity save for me to see if you don't get bumped onto your ass by the amount of people that are dancing and having fun. It's a bit of a rough terrain, basically.
Can I do acrobatics instead?
Sure, make an acrobatics check to see if you could weave your way through. Okay, acrobatics, nice.
16.
Okay, you managed to slip through the crowd more easily. And you see the masked man talking and dancing. Well, mostly he is dancing with this other masked individual, but with your previous perception check, you managed to see that they are talking. What they are talking about is kind of like inaudible because of the music.
Mm.
But you then see that they then give a strange bow after their dance. It doesn't seem any like bow you have seen.
Okay.
And that masked person continues to dance in the crowd while the one you have been tailing leaves and is like going to exit the group of the crowd. So yeah, do you follow him?
Yes.
Make another acrobatics check.
15.
Okay, you weave through endlessly without any conflict. And as soon as you get out, you then you see that this man is now looking at the bard, and the bard looks, and like the man gives a slight hand signal, and the bard nods as he then begins to play more enthusiastically, and the bard starts using his magic to make, you know, like fireworks or like sparks, basically fancy stuff happening, like lights and everything, and everybody is having a grand old time. And this man walks away and is going to leave the trade district and head into the East Ward area. He is heading towards the direction of the East Ward.
As he's doing this, as I'm following him, I'll cast Cloak of Familiars.
Okay.
So my 4 owls appear. I'll have 2 owls keep an eye on the masked figure before, and then the other one keep an eye on the bard, and then the other two will be coming with me, keep an eye on the guy I'm following.
Okay. So you do that. The bard still remains there, and he continues to play enthusiastically. Is your owls making active perception checks?
Yes.
Okay, roll for them if you want to do that.
So 4. That's a. So 11. Or not 11. 14. 9. 15 and 22.
Okay, got it. Okay,
Rolled both 46.
yeah, for differences, but yeah. Okay, so the two owls on the board don't see anything out of the ordinary, except once he's done his performance, he gets off stage. But as he gets off stage, he kind of like gives a strange salute. And your owls notice that the masked individual that you saw that was dancing with begins to leave as well. But this time they are heading for the upper district area.
Follow him?
They're gonna follow the masked individual?
Yeah.
Okay. So they are going to follow the masked individual to the upper district while you are heading there with yours to the east ward. Got it.
Oh, one owl is staying at the trade district, keeping an eye on things there.
Okay, got it. So yeah. So as that is happening, your owls spot that the masked individual that you are following makes a sharp turn and is heading towards the wall over here to the 7 heats. So like the wall separating this, and the masked individual kind of like waves his fingers and casts something, which seems to be a magic door of sorts. And no, actually, hang on. Yeah, okay. So he kind of like he waves his fingers, which reveals a magic door, and that door opens and seems to lead into the 7 Heats district. As soon as the man enters through the door disappears.
Okay, and the owl just fly over the wall then.
Okay, the owl does. The owl makes contact with the individual again, like keeping an eye out. The individual goes kind of like to this building over here, takes off his mask, and you see that he is that person is actually a she. And she has short hair, and she kind of like takes off her clothes, which were pretty fancy looking, as she puts on her regular clothes and hides the fancy clothes deep underneath her bed, like between the mattresses and everything, and is about to go to sleep. Yeah.
Did she take out anything out of her pockets? Or whatever, like, take anything? Did she have a bag?
No, she didn't have a bag.
Did she take anything out of her pockets?
She does take things out of her pockets. She takes out some gold some gold pieces and everything, but that's it.
Okay. What about the other masked figure?
The masked figure, so the masked figure goes into a kind of like restricted section of the upper district, and it's being guarded by guards. This seems to be more of like the noble district of 18 Port.
Also, after that lady goes to sleep, Adrian will move back to where the other masked figure was.
Okay, so that woman goes to sleep and everything. So you're gonna so your owl is still following, and the person enters like a large building, kind of like over here. It seems to be a small manor, and the woman enters, and yeah, you're gonna try to get into this section as well.
Sure.
Okay, guards are patrolling that area, so it is going to be kind of difficult for you to get in.
Oh, and then he won't go in. He'll just leave it to his owl and keep an eye.
No. What I'm saying is, it's going to be kind of hard for you to get in because of the patrols. But you could try to persuade yourself. You could try to deceive the guards, or you could try to simply just sneak on in.
You just leave it to his owl.
I'm just saying you could do that, but it is going to be a bit difficult, because
he doesn't want to cause any trouble.
Yeah.
So,
okay.
He'll just leave it to his owl.
Okay, the owl flies in through the like little windows and everything to see, and the masked figure goes to a room where the figure is greeted by like a butler and a maid and everything. The masked figures like gives them a little head bow, and they leave, and probably to get food and everything. And the figure goes into a room, removes the mask, and you see a woman. And this woman has white hair, a dark-skinned complexion, like not super dark skin, like a tanned complexion, more like.
Yeah.
And has actually, actually is so so you see that this woman begins to change. But she does go behind like a whole curtain thing to change, and she gets into a... Okay.
Yeah, sorry, what was that?
Yeah, so this woman changes...
So they went to go change, yeah.
Yeah, she goes behind like a whole curtain thing to change. She comes out wearing a noble dress, and begins to come downstairs. She greets them again properly, and begins to eat her dinner, as she is then greeted at the knock of the door of another noble. And this person is light-skinned, but the man is accompanied by another woman who is tan-skinned, lightly tan-skinned, like the woman, and enters the manor and begin to eat dinner and everything. And yeah, that's kind of it. But judging by the owl's perception, you could tell that the man is military. He wears like fancy a fancy uniform with flails and everything, and ropes that are to his chest, along with medals and everything. If you decide to make a Hmm. Well, that's what it looks like to you. It's up to you how to discern what this person may be like. But you could tell that it is a type of military uniform.
The owl will listen in. They also have advantage to hearing as well.
Okay.
Sight and hearing.
Okay, you can make out that the person, the man, is the father, and the woman that was with him is his wife, and they are just, talking about the hard days they had, that they had to deal with some planning of giving support to the Yaran troops in Gunkar, and that they had to help them with supplies, and he's not sure if they should get involved or not, even though they are Yaran, but they want to have their independence on Ventar Haven. And some of his peers think they should help the Yarans with the orcs and Goliaths in Gunkar, while this man is unsure because he doesn't want to be forever underneath their thumb, basically.
Okay. Doesn't sound anything too suspicious, so I guess.
Yep.
Adrian will just leave his owl there, and he'll go to the owl that's keeping an eye on the bard. He's planning to go question the bard.
You're gonna go.
Question the bard.
Okay, so the bard, kind of goes to the docks, to the dock district, and goes into his house. You know where it is.
Okay.
The owl followed him.
Yeah.
So you know where
Adrian
it
will
is.
knock on his.
Okay.
Go over and knock on his door.
Okay. You knock on the door. It is kind of like an apartment type building. So there's multiple rooms and buildings. So you go in. You know which room by the owl he is in. So you go in there. You knock on the door, and the bard opens and, yes, hello. How can I help you?
Oh, I was a fan of how you played a stage day, but I was a little surprised when I saw that you were talking in some making weird signals to these masked. Mind telling me what that was about? You shouldn't say.
Oh, sorry. I seem to have left a candle on. It's getting pretty close to some of the curtains. Let me just blow that out, and I will answer your questions. Closes the door. Let me just do a thing here.
The owl is right outside his window.
Yeah, I know. The owl is right outside the window. I know. This is
just in case, Adrian will activate Shiro mode or Shiro form.
Oh.
Because I have an idea.
Okay. Oh, this is gonna be so good. This is gonna be so good. Give me a moment. I'm trying to find a perfect thing for this. It wouldn't give me much, but I would just go with the commoner stats. So yeah. Okay. If you want to roll an insight check to figure out if he was being suspicious, you could go ahead and do that.
16.
Okay. You could tell that he was being slightly honest, but you could tell that he was trying to trying his best to act his way and everything. So yeah. You do hear a slight ruckus. And
I'll look through my owl's eyes to see what he's doing.
Okay, the owl. Okay, from the owl point of view, you just see the man kind of just bash through the window and drastically tries to to like jump from that window to a rooftop and everything. I am going to roll an acrobatics check for this guy to see if he could do it. Nope. So he jumps and like his foot gets caught on the window and like, oh shit, and falls onto the ground, and you just hear a thud as he kind of like lands on his side. It's like, oh, my back. Oh.
How far am I from where you fell?
He's right outside his he's right outside the apartment type complex of this building.
Like how much in feet?
Okay. From the door of his room, you could go there if you could open the door, and you will be basically able to jump down to him. Like, it's not a high building. It's like about maybe 40 feet.
40 feet up?
Yeah, 40 feet up the building.
What, because two-story buildings are like about 20 feet tall, typically, aren't they?
Are they?
Yeah.
Two-story buildings are closer to 24 if you include a roof.
Yeah.
Okay, then, yeah.
Most buildings have some distance between the ceiling of one floor and the floor of the next.
Oh yeah, so
Because
some
of
like maybe
construction materials.
he's probably like 24 feet up off the ground.
Yeah. He's okay, so yeah, it is a two-story building, so it's 24 feet.
Adrian will open the door. Is it unlocked or what?
You try, it's locked.
He teleports through it, because using his eyes of his owl.
Okay, you do realize Misstep won't do that technically.
Yes, it's anything within sight, and I'm looking through my owl's eyes, so that's technically within sight. So I teleport through the door.
You Misty Step, not teleport. You Misty Step.
Misty Step. Misty Step through the door. Here, I'll post Misty Step. Misty Step. Oh,
Yeah.
Neil, you have the spell, right? Yeah.
Because, like, I think you can only Misty Step, but you can't Misty Step through objects, I believe.
The only thing Misty Step says is just this. To an unoccupied space you can see.
Okay. Like I was just trying to figure that out, but got it. Okay, so you turn into, well, actually, how do you flavor your Misty Step?
Maybe just like puff of smoke. Well, basically it's the same. It'd basically be the same, really.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, do you like is it gonna be a black greenish smoke or something, and that it slips through the cracks of the door as you are teleported, like, through the thing?
No, I think I just the description of Misty Step is pretty similar to what I'd imagine to what Adrian would look like using Misty Step, so it'd be the same.
Okay, fine. I was just asking how you want to flavor it, because you were flaming the whole blue flame blade thing. So, you know, like, just asking. Okay, so you do that. How far exactly are you going to do it? Because I would say this is a 20 by 20 foot room. No. Is it?
I don't know. It depends on how comfortable he's living. What kind of standard?
He's living a. Let me get this thing. It is
Well,
a.
really doesn't matter. He'll teleport to the window.
Okay, so because like that's what I was asking. Like, do you teleport
Yeah.
directly to the window, or do you just teleport directly
Yes.
into the room? Okay,
He
so
teleports directly to the window.
okay, so you're at the window. You look down. You see the man. He landed on his side and a bit of his back, as he can like struggles to get up. And as he does, he looks up to you and like, shite, and starts to run, through the dark district.
Teleports in front of him. Yeah, I'll teleport in front of him.
Okay. You do that and like, shite, and starts to like run in an opposite direction.
That makes an opportunity attack, so Adrian will attempt to grapple.
Okay, make a
Athletics.
Yep.
16.
Okay. You grapple him.
Okay. And I will, after I grapple him, I hit him so that he's knocked unconscious.
Okay, he's unconscious.
Because he's a commoner with 1 hit point. Well, actually, he's already damaged from the fall, so yeah, he'd go unconscious from the hit I dealt to him.
Yeah. It was not a high enough fall, but yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I carry him back to his room.
Okay, you do that. Like everybody is just looking like, what the hell, and everything. Like everybody's just looking at the commotion that happened.
And once I get to his room, I will put him on the once I get to the door of his room, because the door is still locked, I'll put him on the ground, teleport through the door again, and unlock it from the other side.
Okay.
If it says a key, I'll just take the key off of him.
Okay.
And once I open the door, I'll bring him into his room and tie him to like one of the chairs. One of his chairs.
Okay, you do that.
And then lock the door.
Okay, you lock the door. He's still unconscious.
I'll perform a medicine check to make him conscious again.
Roll a medicine check.
14.
Okay. You manage to get him unconscious again. Like, my head, my back, everything hurts. So yeah.
Adrian? Actually, maybe instead of doing that, he'll take a short rest and wait an hour, because that's when he should wake up, because I only dealt 1 damage to him.
Okay. It's entirely up.
Instead of using the medicine check to make him conscious again, he'll wait an hour for him to wake up. He'll wait until he wakes up.
Okay.
And do a short rest so that he gains his spell slots back.
Okay. An hour goes by and the guy slowly comes to consciousness, and as I said, my head, my back, everything hurts, basically.
Mm-hmm. Adrian will say to him, good evening. You're awake.
Shite! And he kind of struggles, and yeah, shite. What are you gonna do to me?
Nothing really. Well, just interrogate you.
What? What did I do?
You ran.
Well, yeah, I
suspicion
ran. You're an armored guy, like, that knocks on my door and asking me questions about masked people at a thing. Like, obviously I'm gonna run.
Oh, then you're a very stupid person then, because all we had to do was just talk, but now I'm having to force my hand.
What do you mean, force your hand?
By interrogating you like this.
Okay, what do you do?
And he'll cast suggestion on him.
Oh, okay, make the spell, and I went up the. Okay, so it's a wisdom 20 save, right?
18.
Yep. Oh boy, here we go. Wait, hang on. Did I roll that correctly? I don't think I did. Did I? Okay, I did. I think I did. No. Yeah, I didn't. I didn't roll that correctly. Good. I make sure. Okay. He kind of like. Okay, what do you tell him with the suggestion? Like, how do you suggest him?
If you don't want to get hurt, please tell me what you were doing, what your plans were with those masked people.
The guy like, oh, we were. I was just giving entertainment to that lady who paid me to make sure that they had a nice music. I was just paid for a song to play for them and to make it nice and special for that person. That was all I know. I was just doing what I was paid to do. I'm a bard. I'm a musician. I'm nothing special.
Okay, that's all you had to tell me at the start instead of running. Thank you for letting me know. And the suggestion ends after he tells me.
Okay, and like
Because
yeah, he does, and like he kind of like shakes his head and like, my head. What did you do to me?
simple spell makes you truthful, but that's all you had to do is tell me the truth at the start instead of running.
Well, you look freaking intimidating, dude.
So you do not have to run, and Adrian will start to untie him.
Like he kind of like rubs his wrist, like Why? Why? Are those people criminals? Did I help criminals or something? Is that what's going on?
No, just they seem suspicious, but I just want to keep this town safe.
Well, thank you for doing such a bang-up job, he said sarcastically.
Well, I did tail you and capture you.
Yeah, and freaking knocked me out and decided to tie me up and use magic on me.
Those are just all precautions.
Okay, be right back. Okay, no static. Good. Okay, so yeah. You were saying?
Those are just precautions, Agent says.
Precautions? More like... He pauses. Magical entrapment.
Here, 1 second. Just looking through stuff. Have some of this. As apology, have some of this sputter soak. You can sell it at the trade district for a good amount. Adrian says, and takes out some of the spider silk he was storing to make some stuff with.
The spider silk?
I bet. Yeah.
Okay. He collects it and like, what the hell am I supposed to do with spider silk?
I just told you, sell it.
Well, who would want this? Who would want this?
Wizards, craftsmen. Have you not heard of the qualities of spider silk?
No, I'm a commoner and a bard for hire, living in a damn like room for rent type building. I don't know anything about selling or making money besides doing what I do.
Spider silk has actually stronger qualities than iron, but 10 times lighter than it, or 100 times lighter than iron.
Huh. He looks at it oddly.
That's what makes it so valuable.
He looks at it oddly. Huh. And spiders made this, huh? Interesting.
Yes. That's now that you understand what it does, or what's so valuable about it, now you can go sell it and compensate yourself.
Yep. And that's it?
For harm, yes.
Okay.
Thank you for your time.
Okay. The guy says, yeah,
apologize.
sure, no problem. And you leave, and you're gonna head back. Hang on. Okay, I'm back. Damn static. Okay, so you were saying?
He'll head back to the trade just to get, maybe, he's gonna go back to his room to fill his,
Okay. You're gonna head back to the
gold.
Peacock Inn.
To
Okay.
get more of his gold to pay for the, what do you call it? The cloak and,
The clothes.
mhm.
Okay, so you do that. So what is Nail doing right now? What would he be doing? Like, would he be in his room? Would he be in the tavern / lobby of the Peacock Inn?
The lobby.
Okay, so there are refreshments and everything, so, like, would he be having a drink while waiting, or...
Yeah, most likely drinking water.
Okay. So as this is happening, a couple of hours go by, and you see Adrian enter the inn. And Adrian, you see Nail, in one of the couches, sitting on one of the couches and sipping some water.
Good evening, Neil. Adrian is wearing new clothes and a cloak.
Actually, I thought you were still wearing your regular clothes, and you just got the silk clothes into a bag.
Oh yeah, that's what I meant to say. Yeah, he put his regular clothes on.
Yeah, because you said like, oh, I then put my armor back on with my clothes and everything. So I was just.
Yeah, but he puts the new cloak on. That.
Yeah.
He keeps the new cloak on.
You keep the cloak on, basically. Yeah, got it.
Yeah.
So Nail, you just see him fashioning a new cloak.
Seems you had an interesting day.
Yes, very. It was very. Adventurous. Adrian says. I just need to go to my room to get some gold to. I used up all my gold donating to some orphans.
You didn't. You also, I think, gave a ring, your ring or something.
Yeah.
Technically, the orphans stole all of your gold, but.
Well, you could have taken it back, but. Then Adrian must go up to his room and grab there's 145. He'll grab 100 155.
145 gold. 145.
He grabs 155 just to have 10 gold extra.
Okay.
He needs anything.
Is that from your personal fund or the party funds?
Personal fund.
Okay, just making sure.
Yeah.
Okay, so you have that on you.
Okay. And he goes back to now. Anything interesting happened today to you too?
Maybe. I got us some refreshments for when we go to entertain the Duchess. I was gonna ask you where we should actually hold that meeting.
I'm not sure.
I was thinking maybe on the ship itself.
Perhaps.
I also need your help with something.
Oh, what does that entail? Agent asks.
Have you heard of a new religion popping up in town recently?
I have not.
Well, there's rumor going around that the religion might be a front for some nefarious actors.
Interesting. Oh, I can help with that. What do you have information so far?
Well, we know roughly where they're based out of, but I don't know exactly which building it is. I have a strong suspicion about this warehouse.
When do you plan on acting for this? We don't know when the Duchess will be coming here.
Oh, it's far too late today to do anything of use, so I was gonna head out in the wee hours of the morning.
Okay, that'll be fine with me.
Where are you heading out on such a late hour?
I just since I donated the orphans, I didn't have any gold on me to pay for this cloak, so I'm heading back to go pay for it now.
Do you still think they're gonna be open?
It'll be open for me. I can. It doesn't hurt to check. Agent would say no.
Okay, so it was it was Autumn who paid for your cloak and everything, and you don't know where she is right now. She said, like, if you're ever in Kiron, please visit my shop and everything. And you said,
no, that's not what happened. So
I thought she only paid for the clothes, not the magic.
Yeah, she paid for the clothes. She paid for the regular cloak and the clothes. Then after she left, I asked for the magical upgrade to it.
Okay, no. Okay, then, okay, so forget what I said, okay, because I saw... Okay, because, the clothes for you was 45 gold, which she paid. You also asked her to pay for the magical upgrade, which was 100.
I didn't ask her to pay for it. Agent's paying for the magical upgrade.
Okay.
Yeah. That because after she left, or while she wasn't paying attention, he asked for the magical upgrade, and said he'd pay for the upgrade later.
Okay, I misread that. I thought, yeah, never mind. Because I thought you asked Autumn if she could also pay for that upgrade. I assumed wrong.
Yeah, Agent wouldn't ask of that. She was already kind enough to pay for his clothes. He didn't want to ask for more.
Okay, got it. So it will be 100 gold then, not 145.
Okay.
It will be 100 gold, but you would owe Autumn 45 gold.
I thought she why do I owe the elves? They said they paid for the clothes.
What?
Who's Autumn again?
Autumn is one of the elves,
Yeah.
and that's how much you owe her for
Yeah,
the
yeah.
clothes.
For your clothes, she
What?
paid the 45 gold for your clothes and
Oh,
everything.
okay.
And
Yeah,
the
well,
100 gold and the 100 gold is for the assistant who did the magical upgrade for your cloak. That is entirely separate.
Yeah. Okay. Yes. Adrian is accepting her paying for his stuff, and he doesn't want to
Pay her back.
he doesn't want to be rude and not accept her gift, so he won't pay her back. But he will pay Gil and his assistant the money for the magical upgrade.
Got it.
100 gold.
Okay, got it. Thank you. Thank you. Everything's cleared up, so you're gonna try
Yeah.
to do that as soon as you can.
Yeah, so you go check to see if they're open now.
It is close to nighttime, so it's kind of like around 9 right now in that time. So you make your way to Gil's tailor and clothing store.
Mm-hmm.
You see that it is still open.
You enter.
Okay, you enter. You see Gilmore. No, not Gilmore. Sorry. Gil. You see Gil there, and he says, "Ha ha ha! Hello, sir. Back for
Yeah.
more wares?"
Good evening. I've come to pay my tab.
Ah, I see. Well, hang it. Please put it on the counter, and I will take it.
He pays for the gold. Puts the gold on the counter.
Yep. He accepts it, and please, here. And he gives you a type of card, a business card. If you're ever needing this type of tailoring again, or for you and your friends, please do not hesitate to escort them to Gil's Tailor and Clothing Store.
Well, we're meeting somebody important in a couple days, and they'll probably be looking for some nicer clothes. So let them know.
I see. I will be open as always.
And he nods and leaves.
Okay.
Heads back to the
Head back to the
heads
Peacock
back to the
Inn.
inn.
Yep.
Yeah. And hit the 8th tonight. If Neil doesn't want to say anything.
Yep. Nope.
Okay.
So you guys are going to go to sleep?
Yep.
Yep.
Nail's gonna cast Lesser Restoration on himself.
Okay.
I don't know if it's gonna do anything, but he's gonna cast it.
Okay, you cast it.
Yeah, since you're sick, or because he was itchy a little bit.
Yeah. I mean, since like it requires nothing.
Okay,
Yeah.
so you just cast it. Nothing else happens. So yeah. Is that it?
Yep.
Okay. You guys go to sleep?
Yeah.
Okay.
You
And
can just go to sleep.
Okay. So as you all go to sleep, Nail, you are sleeping, you're just given, as you were sleeping, as you were dreaming, you are being shown different images, visions, as it were, of basically you, but it's not you. And you just see yourself adorned in, like, dark clothing of sorts. And you see this other version of you casting magic. And this magic is basically, very, very powerful. Like so powerful that it opens a large gate to another realm. and you just see like large giant creatures step out, and that's it. You wake up after that dream in the morning. That is what happens to you. I am moving to Adrian, and we're gonna like say all of this happens during your sleep, and you're all gonna wake up in the morning. So Adrian, as you are sleeping, you are having difficulty sleeping, and I need you to make a... Okay.
Make what?
Yeah. I was gonna...
Loud dog.
Yeah, I just muted Scout for a moment. So, Adrian, I need you to make a wisdom save for me. 23. Okay. You feel that something was trying to invade your mind, but you shake it off.
Do I know what was trying to invade my mind?
Make a check. I think, would it be Arcana? Would it be... Yeah, I don't know what check it would make.
I'm not sure either because I don't know what the nature of it was.
It was, I would say, in a sense, celestial.
Yeah, maybe, and just like a standard intelligence check, I guess.
Yeah, make an intelligence check, standard.
19. Nice.
Okay. You immediately recognize that presence as the presence you felt when you went to that church in the East Ward. That is the presence you felt.
Hmm. Was it trying to do something harmful to me or what?
You don't know. It was just a presence trying to enter your mind.
Can you make maybe like an insight check to see, or if you can try to tell?
Make an insight check.
Dang, a 7.
You have no idea. You have no idea if it was going to be a peaceful or a violent confrontation. You don't know.
Okay. That's fine then. You just go back to sleep then.
Yep. Go to sleep, nothing happens. You all wake up in the morning. Early morning, I believe you guys wanted to go with?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
So everybody is awake in the early morning. So yeah. What are you guys gonna do in the morning? Because I am gonna say you guys do need to eat and everything to, you know, keep up the exhaustion. So you gotta make sure you eat and everything. Just saying.
Yeah. Adrian will go. Just haul nail, I guess.
So I'm gonna walk through the trade district, see if I can't find someone selling apples and bread.
Well, okay.
The basics for food.
Okay, so you do realize that you're in a inn, which also serves as a tavern, so they must also have food.
Yeah, but I don't want a sit-down meal. I just want something simple.
Okay. Well, you go towards the trade district, you, see that there are some food stalls, but they are covered with, cloths, as in that they are not open yet. It is early morning. So what do you do?
Well, That's why I have good berries, I guess.
Okay. So you eat good berries. Do you give some to Adrian?
I want a fancy magic berry, Adrian.
Sure.
Okay. You guys feel satisfied for now.
He splits the berry in half and eats the half.
I
Okay.
don't know if it works like that.
I'm joking. He eats the entire thing.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So you eat it. You feel
Because-
satisfied.
Because
Um,
now we don't need to eat for the entire day.
Then I'm gonna go here.
Okay, it is getting close to 11:30, so I would say that you guys make your way towards the Seven Heats district. Can I ask you one thing though?
Sure.
Are you both just gonna stroll right in, or are you gonna be discreet about it?
What do you mean? Like, stroll right into the
Like
district?
I'm saying, are you just gonna casually go inside the district, you know, casually as everybody is there, or are you going to discreetly go in there, like not wanting to be seen? Because like are you going there to like see what's up with that building? Are you directly going there, or are you gonna like stealthily go there and investigate stealthily, or are you just gonna openly go investigate?
I'm not even walking to that side of the pier yet.
Okay, yeah, I know, but I'm just asking. You're entering inside the
I
slum
guess we're just
district.
going normally. We're going the normal. Just go into that district normally then.
Okay, okay. You guys stroll in. It is early morning. There's not a lot of people out and about during this time, but they are. So yeah, what are you guys gonna do?
So I'm gonna
So what are you
Point.
looking for?
I'm gonna point to the big building. That's the warehouse. So, according to what I found about it, it is a food warehouse. It has 3 levels. It's the biggest building here. It's most likely the most likely place for any group to be operating out of. As a warehouse, people come and go and nobody notices anything. Why would anyone notice anything?
Okay, yes, we should try to find a way in stealthily then.
I was more thinking you could conjure up your familiars and form that could crawl their way through.
Okay, I can. You can also do that too, as well with your find familiar spell. If you cast it again, change the form of
Yes.
familiar.
But mine takes an hour to cast minimum and takes resources. I've seen you use yours, it's just done.
Well, yeah, because like I said, you could either use an arcane focus or you could use the materials. So Adrian decided to go with the arcane focus, and you decided to go with the materials for your casting, your components.
Well, no, flock familiars is only verbal and somatic, so it requires no materials.
So, spells that require specific materials that are called out for require those materials whether using an arcane focus or not.
Yeah. Sometimes it's expended if it. Sometimes it uses up the materials if it says so. Does find familiar use up the materials it asks for again? I forget.
Yes, they are consumed in the spell. So every time you cast it, you need to waste equivalent of 10 gold.
Oh yeah. Okay. Adrian will spend a minute to cast Flock Familiars, and
So, well, I'm going to
forest
take
fires appear.
So there are 3 floors, 2 above ground and 1 below.
Yeah.
And according to the building permits, the basement was renovated into some kind of cold storage.
Interesting. two levels from now, Agent, instead of summoning 4 owls or spiders, he will be able to summon 5, which is kind of crazy. So Adrian will send his spiders into the building and
Okay.
try to gather information.
Okay, so it's gonna get close to the 11:30 mark, so I just want to recap what your plan is. You're gonna send some familiars to go inside the building to investigate it.
Yeah.
Are you having any of your familiars outside to also investigate the outside area?
I guess we can investigate the outside.
Okay. Okay, the reason I am asking is because I just want to get an understanding for your plan, because you have to remember that plan, because I might not remember it. So you got to remember that plan.
Yeah.
So if you guys are okay with that, we're going to end the session there, and we're going to pick it up next session.
Okay.
Okay.
And when is that going to be again? 2 weeks from now?
2 weeks from now. 2 weeks from now.
Yeah.
I will send it. I will send you the information in the chat, so no worries. No one leveled up today, and yeah, so I will see you guys next session, and have a nice rest of the weeks. So
yeah, you guys.
Yep.
Yeah, next level, Asian gets a new Hexblade ability. So
nice. Can't wait for you to try that out. So see you next session.
Yeah, you know.